2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
And number 24, Devin Vassell. For Tucker, it is number 1, Trayvon Flowers. Number 3, Collins Joseph. Number 10, Josh Kamen. Number 21, Javon Tatum. And number 31, Nathaniel Ugbu. 4-4 ball game after that last chance Molo hoop. And now here is Collins. Kicks it over to Chester. Chester to Peyton between the rings. A long three. Peyton good. Fred Peyton, a 3-ball. And a timeout call. Coach James Hardy of the Tucker Tigers upset. We'll keep it right here. He calls the timeout. A 30-second timeout with 4:37 to go here in this first quarter. Joel Hillsman along with Sylvester Williams here of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. And both of these teams, we saw Tucker yesterday lose to Shiloh. Peachtree Ridge on Saturday lost to Sandy Creek, trying to get a victory in their second games in this Tip-Off Classic.
And for both these teams, it started off kind of sloppy. A lot of turnover, a lot of balls on the ground, bodies on the ground. You know, I think Peachtree Ridge is finally trying to get their feet up under them right now. You know, you just saw a couple of quick baskets, bam, bam, bam. Now they have a 7-4 lead. Coach
James Hardy already upset. And yes, as you mentioned, it is a 7-4 lead. Peachtree Ridge coming in at 1-1. They went 19-11 last season. And there's a drive by Vassell, scooping and scoring good. Devin Vassell with the hoop.
Sliding that full court pressure, giving Tucker fits.
Vassell already at 18.5 points per game through 2 games already. There's Molo with the block, and here's Vassell back this way. Vassell now going to swing it over to Collins. Collins in the corner to Chester. Chester put it on the floor with the left hand to Peyton, who pops at the top. Now here's Collins. Collins on the left wing, not there. Vassell couldn't catch the pass cleanly, recovered it. Now gives it over to Molo, and a foul call. Foul called on Josh Kamen, his first and the team's second. Kamen yesterday in the loss to Shiloh had 12 points, and he hit 3 threes and was the high man for Tucker yesterday.
Kamen showed some flashes of brilliance yesterday, but that's the one thing against Shiloh. It didn't seem like Tucker could just get everything together for some reason. It just wouldn't all come together.
Jump ball call. Colin Joseph tied it up. It'll be Peachtree Ridge basketball. Baseline out of bounds. There's Molo across the lane. Shot is up, blocked by Kamen. Well, Joshua Kamen came away with the block and hands it over. And here's Joseph, who swings it over to Javon Tatum. Swing it around, 9-4. Peachtree Ridge with the lead on Tucker. Peachtree Ridge in white. There's a drive. Kamen all the way. Flip off the window. Good. Joshua Kamen off the window. The drive and score in his second game as a Tucker Tiger, coming over from Eastside High School in Newton County. Peyton with a little crossover there between the rings, gives it over now to Azu, who is into the ball game for the first time for Peachtree Ridge. Azu wanted to step into the 3, it wasn't there. Now he gives it over to Vassell. Devin gonna make 2 hard dribbles, traveled as he went down the lane. Shot is up, no good. Kamen got the rebound, knocked away by Peyton, out of bounds, and it will go over to Tucker. Coach Hardy right here in the ref's ear wanting to know about that. He walked up out of here. And now Coach Hardy and the ref share a laugh. I don't know if that's a sarcastic laugh with Coach Hardy. I did not hear the exchange. Oh, yeah, his glass is there. He's glad he missed the shot. Taven going to break the press, and a long block shot by Collins. Collins with 2 early blocks. Here they come running in transition now is Higgs. Higgs shot up, and the foul counted. Devon Higgs off the bench and into the scorebook for the Peachtree Ridge Lions.
Devon Higgs, you know, a wiry type fella, skinny guy, but he managed to take the contact and still knock down the basket, man. Shows a little bit of force behind that.
Kamen now picks up his second foul. 2:51 to go, and Higgs completes the three-point play. 2 fouls here, and there's 2:50 to go first quarter. So here's Tatum. Tatum gonna kick it back out to the top to Flowers. Picked up by Payton. Flowers gonna try to drive. Payton cut off the drive.
You hear Coach yelling, cut, too many people standing around. Oh, nice.
Nice drive and kick right there. You got that right. Nathaniel Ugbu with the hoop.
Too many people just standing around being kind of stale and stagnant in this offense. It won't work. Oh, way to jump in the basket lane.
Steal by Tatum on the break. Finger roll over the front of the rim, good. Coach always said use the window. That's why it's there. He went over the front of the rim, 12-10. 2-point Peachtree Ridge lead. They're swinging over. Here's Vassell. Vassell on the cut to Izzy. Izzy goes up, shot up, no foul.
Oh, that's 3 on him.
Yeah, he has. He's picked up 3 fouls. In the first quarter, he's going to have to sit for a while and only played 6 minutes.
And that's one of the tough things a coach hates. He had 2 fouls. Coach got a guy off the bench to come in and get him, and he picked up the 3rd foul before the guy could even get in the game.
Izzy Okanachi at the free throw line, and the first one is good. I suspect we won't see Kamen for a while. Now, with those 2 fouls and he's only played 6 minutes, it may be 3rd quarter before we see him again.
You heard Coach Hardy in the background talking to young Nicholas Watson, the 10th grader, the sophomore coming in the game. He said, you got to be ready to guard. You got to be ready to guard when you come in the game.
Free throw in and out, no good by Uzu. Now here's Tatum. Tatum gives it across now, and here's Colin Joseph. Joseph now back to Tatum with 1:48 to go, 13-10. Peachtree Ridge in lead. Here's Watson. Watson, a turnover for Tucker. Only their 2nd turnover of the contest. Peachtree Ridge with 2 as well. And now Coach Hardy is telling him, calm down. Just calm down. So here's Payton. Payton now got a screen offensive foul called on Izu. That'll be his first and the team's 2nd.
Izu hadn't quite made the change yet from football season. He's still working it through, it.
And Connor Haywood, not in the official book on the team, but he's another football player from this Peachtree Ridge bunch as well. They lost to Roswell in the 2nd round. Nice pass, and a layup off the window is Trayvon Flowers. 13-12, a 1-point game, so Tucker's made a little push over the last 3 minutes. Here's Chester between the legs. Now he gets the screen, gonna go down the right wing, drive, bodies on the floor. There's a jump, a 3 is good. Higgins, a 3, that's Devin Higgs, a 3 ball. Push the lead out to 16-12, under a minute. There goes Watson. Watson to Ugbu. Ugbu now back out to Tatum, and Tatum gonna send it out to the top to Joseph. Joseph's gonna drive, left block, shot up, float good.
Nice floater to go in the lane and put it up high to drop it down in.
Here's Fred Payton. Payton crossing the timeline. Now got a left-hand dribble, crosses it over, goes down the lane. They're gonna kick it out. Chester a long 3, hill of the rim, no good. Fight for it. Collins offensive rebound and put back good. Kristen Collins his first field goal. And they push the lead out to 18-14, and there's a turnover. Chester, shot is up, no good. Rebound will come down to Flowers. Flowers now fell out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover by Tucker. 18-7, 10 seconds to go. Baseline out of bounds. Catch, Higgs, toe on the line. It is no good. Tipped by Collins, out of bounds, should be Tucker ball, and it will. Well, Devin Higgs had that toe on the line, but almost got the friendly roll. 13-6, 10 seconds left. Gotta go to full length of the court. There's the inbound pass to Watson. Watson breaks the press, gives it over to Tatum. Tatum bounces it off to Ugbu. Ugbu, ooh. That's a hard fall down there underneath the basket. Hope everybody's all right. Everybody's gonna be up and all right. They young, they can handle it. 8.7 seconds. Nothing dirty, nothing intentional, just hard basketball. He took the foul. And Nathan Ugbu was going to the free throw line.
You know, that's one of the things that happen when you play above the rim. It's a long way down.
So Ugbu.
Always been one of the reasons I've been hesitant in my old days to go up and get it like I used to.
Free throw is no good by Ugbu.
Was a high flyer in my younger days. Now I'm a jump shooter.
Coach Hardy wanted to talk to Watson and get him straight, and he's a little upset there at Trayvon Flowers. Second free throw coming up. Good. Split them. 18-15 now in 7 seconds. Kicks it to the top. There's Collins. Collins, a turnover. Bad pass. Past the right intersection B.
1 second to go. Let's see if we can get a nice catch, plant your feet, and shoot.
Tatum looking. Long half court. Watching the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School in Swanee, Georgia. Second quarter action, Joe. It's along. Watson, Tatum, Flowers, Joseph, and Ugbu on the floor for Tucker, and Ugbu gets the rebound. Chester, Uzu, Vassell, Mulo, and Hiram Maxey, the five on the floor for Peachtree Ridge. Gives it over to Collins. Collins now kicks it over to Watson. Watson now going to swing it back over to Collins. He's on the left wing. They're going to feed the block. One dribble. Turning.
Nice
Ugbu. No good. It was. Mulu gets the rebound. And then a steal. And then he blocked the shot. And then Chester is trapped. Chester now going to back up. Almost going to get a 10 count. No, Coach Arrington called a timeout. Coach Keith Arrington calls that timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout to prevent the 10-second count that was coming, Sylvester.
You know, I like that, and I don't like that about high school sports. You know, the coach can bail you out. The coach can bail you out and call those timeouts like that. But I really, really dislike it when you have a man down on the ground and you got another guy on top of him trapping him, and the coach calls the timeout to save him. That part bothers me. But hey, if we took everything that bothered me, it'll be a tough work.
Out of the timeout, here's Chester. Chester into the forecourt, working between the legs. We know.
I got stuck.
When you started reaching, I'm gonna let you walk out on that ledge by yourself. Vassell missed the three in transition, driving layup, good. Trey Flowers with the hoop. There's a drive down the lane. It fell off the basket, no good. They fight for the rebound, tied up. Vassell's going to rip it away out of bounds. Coach Hardy giving out instructions. 6:07 to go. 19-18 now. Tucker has came back and taken the lead, and Malik Shakir is into the contest for Tucker off the Tucker Tiger bench. Here's Joseph. Joseph now over to Flowers. Flowers now to Shakir. Shakir gives it over to Ugbo. Ugbo pass into the middle. There's a floater by Joseph. Barely grazed the iron. Watson back tapped it out, and here's Flowers. Flowers gonna drive up, shot. No, they call it on the floor. A foul on the floor, and it'll be on Vassell.
Yeah, one of those swiping down fouls. You know, anytime your hand, I used to have a coach, anytime your hand is swiping down, he's going to call a foul. Swiping up.
Joseph now pops it to the top to Flowers. Flowers now going to be worked on by Maxey. Maxey a starter, but it was quiet in that first quarter. Spinning, shot up by Joseph. Blocked it. Collins Joseph.
He threw that one up there.
Yeah, but you know what he did? He threw it up off the window and hit it on the way down. It's your best chance for it going in. There's a hand check out high. Trayvon Flowers with the foul. Now, Tucker cannot afford to go to racking up the fouls. Joshua Kamen on 2 points in the contest, already on the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah, that's big to have Kamen out the game that early.
Maxey catch, long three, good rotation, no good. Spins out of there, rebound to Collins. The Vassell. Vassell now going to drive, long arm, short front of the rim. Tip, good. Move, was that Fred Payton with the tip, yep. Payton now with 7 points in the contest. Tatum will come back in. 10 count, a turnover.
Quick 10.
4:46 to go. Coach Hardy is not pleased with that at all. Coach Keith Arrington down at Peachtree Ridge. Lost to Archer and the Sandy Creek. There's a jump, no good by Payton. Coming down now, here comes Tatum in the transition. Tatum lost it on the way up. Watson recovers, stops, pulls the jumper. Wow. So off the bench, Nicholas Watson with his second field goal, and now he'll try to complete the three-point play.
The young sophomore playing like a grizzled veteran out there, following up his own shot, putting it in, getting a little bit of hoop and harm. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play.
4:24 to go, a three-point Tucker Tiger lead. Make it 4. He does complete the three-point play. Hey, and that's playing with house money is what they call it. He's got 5 points off the bench and came in for Kamen, who had the foul trouble.
Hey, that's one of those, you know, hey, look at me, coach. I'm in here. I'm playing. I'm doing what you need me to do. Give me a little bit more burn.
And, you know, that's what I liked about it when you mentioned it. Coach Hardy told him when he went to the scores table, you're going to have to play D. And then he made a mistake down there, and Coach Hardy said, calm down. He knows he's young, but he's going to need him in the game now with Kamen in foul trouble. Inbound to Collins, and here's Maxey. They swinging around to Payton over to Vassell. Vassell with those long arms, 2 dribbles, back out to Payton, a 3 short, and Watson got the rebound. And Watson's going to bring it up the floor. Now gives it over to Shakir. Shakir between the legs, under 4 minutes to go. 4-point Tucker Tiger lead. They're operating on offense left to right in the maroon and gold. Tatum now over to Shakir. Shakir worked on by Mulu, and now Molo is going to get the 5 count on him. He broke it. Now going to drive. Shakir, dump it off. There he is in the middle, driving, bumbling down the lane. A traveling violation, Josh Butler. Coach Hardy now.
Butler, he looks like he may have just got back from the football team. Big guy right there, a little bit, I want to say not coordinated, but
I hate to tell you this, he's not playing football.
He's not playing football?
Not with Tucker and Mays on Friday night. Tucker is still playing football.
Oh, okay, that is right. That is right.
Tucker and Mays at Lakewood. Man, you want to talk about something good. Good cut right there. Cut right through, hot knife. Through Butter. Fred Payton with the layup. He has 9 in the contest. It's a 2-point game.
You know, that game might be crowded.
Might.
It might be crowded, Tucker versus Mays.
I have no words for that.
It might be crowded.
It is at Lakewood. But, man, I'm telling you, if you want something to do Friday night, if you're not going to Hoops Giving, so you go to Lakewood and you bring Hoops Giving with us on SUVtv. A long 3, Tatum No good. Skying for the rebound. Vassell with those long arms. But now Peachtree Ridge, Peyton going to come away with it. Collins on the break. Collins all the way. Get it out. Get that shot out of here.
Who got a piece of that one?
That blocked by Trayvon Flowers, trailing.
You gotta love that trailing block. You know, I love it when they come from behind and say, no.
2:40 to go. There's a jump. A three. No good. Skying for the board is Colin Joseph out of the guard spot.
Smallest man on the court went up the highest to grab that one.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum puts it on the floor with the right hand, gives it off to Butler. Butler went lumbering down the lane again and got the foul.
He might need to be out there for Tucker on the football field.
Yeah, he might. Right now he needs to pick his confidence up a little bit. But then there may be a reason why he's on the basketball team. You know, it's some hits you can't take. No matter how big you are. Chester now going to give it off to Vassell, who's at the free throw line, kind of in trouble.
Oh,
nice
pass.
pass to Chester. Chester going to kick it back to Collins, swing it to Vassell. Vassell worked on by the smaller Joseph. Kicks it over in the corner. Peyton, a three, lined up good.
Oh, yeah.
Fred Peyton, his second three of the contest.
Oh, that was money as soon as he caught it.
1:51 to go before halftime. It's 25-24. Driving, Tatum, float off the side of the rim, no good. Back tap comes down. There's a long three. Flowers off the right side of the rim, no, and Chester gets the rebound for Peachtree Ridge. Here's Vassell. Vassell gets it up ahead. Peyton didn't look good enough. There's an interception for Butler. How about that? There's a drive all the way and a foul, and let's see. Third personal foul on Vassell. Wow, he's going to have to take a seat now.
Coach Hardy's my favorite coach in this tournament by far. By far. Oh,
It's genuine.
Oh, my goodness. Wondering what we're laughing at. A sub, Coach Hardy sent a sub to the scorer's table, and the young man decided to walk off the court. Coach said, hold on, wait till the whistle.
You know, that's one of them things where the coach will call you back to the bench. If you don't know how to check into the game, you don't need to be in the game. I'm sorry. Yeah. 85 seconds to go, and here's Chester breaking that little token pressure there by Collins Joseph. Holding it, now swings it over to Peyton. Check it, not Peyton, let me check that. In is Darius Moss, Moss 22. They swing it over now, and here is Higgs. Devon Higgs is into the contest. Collins stopped, turned at the foul line. It wasn't there. Higgs gonna drive, put it up, with the roll. Good.
Nice finger roll.
I said Higgs, apologize. Higgs is double one. That's 11, and Darius Moss is double deuce. That's 22, and he gets his first two. 27-26, teams kind of back and forth with the 1 point lead at the moment. Long three by Watson out the left. Chester to the top in the middle is Moss. Moss going to put it on the floor, kick it out to Chester, steps into a left wing three, online, back iron, no good. Chase down the rebound was Izzu, good job. Came to chase it down, there he goes. Moss. And there's 15 seconds, so Peachtree Ridge look like they're going to try to milk it and get the last shot. Running their actions at the top, nothing there. Swings it over. Collins, catch, fire, a three, front iron, no, tip. And that'll be the end of the first half. It was a very close first half. It is Peachtree Ridge 27 and Tucker 26 at the break. Right here, you're watching the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Watch them work.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker. Unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. But they told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play. A defining moment in your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
Usain, you're gonna be late!
No worries, Mama!
Hey, wait! You forgot your lunch! Oh, that boy.
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Whoa! Pardon. Oh, excuse me.
Yo!
Sorry about that.
Hey, boy! What's the matter with you?
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late.
Huh?
Bye. Bye-bye.
The boy score fire.
5 laps, 10 win sprints. Wow.
Yes! Right on time. No worries.
Okay, lunchtime. Everyone outside.
Oh man, my lunch.
You're saying, right? You know, I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this. You want it? Yeah. Okay, then. It's yours. If you can beat him in a race.
Race? Him?
Come on, just from here to that tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Yes! I just beat him! I win! I win!
Okay. Okay. Here's your lunch track star. You know you're good, but if you want to be great, you're gonna have to take this more seriously.
Here comes a teenage sensation, Usain Bolt, speeding down the stretch. Oh my God, look at this kid!
Usain Bolt is on his way. The other men are trying to follow as best they can. Nobody.
This youngster is absolutely incredible. It's the lead to finish line.
What's the matter, you saying?
What if I don't win?
What if you don't win? Since when did you become so serious, boy?
Don't make me go out there, Mama, please.
Look at yourself, you saying. You're worried about the big crowd out there. So many worries on your mind that you forgot which shoe goes on which foot. Maybe you forgot who you are too. The boy I know has no worries, because all worries ever do is weigh you down. You saying you have to remember, you can always go faster when you keep it light. You see?
Okay. No worries, Mama.
We welcome you back here into the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic here at North Gwinnett High School. Second half about to start between Peachtree Ridge and Tucker. Joel Hillsman, Sylvester Williams here with you. Peachtree Ridge moving left to right. Tucker will be moving right to left. Some first half numbers for you. Fred Payton with a game-high 12. Devin Vassal's 3 is no good. Rebound comes down to Ugbo. Vassal had 12 for Peachtree Ridge. Devin Higgs had 6 off the bench for the Lions. For Tucker, the news really is Josh Kamen with 2 points but 3 fouls, but he's now back out and starting this third quarter. So he's well rested, only played 6 minutes in the first half. There's a drive, float up off by Flowers is no good. Chester gets the rebound, and then he was out of bounds, and it will stay with Peachtree Ridge. With Tucker.
We see Peachtree Ridge AD is out there currently tweeting. He tweets Fred Payton fresh off the football field, scoring 10 points in the first half. Look at him.
Yeah, he was on that. They lost to Roswell in that second round. Ugbo offensive rebound, kick it to the top. There's a three by Tatum, badly missed, no good. Rebound comes down to Izu.
You know, you got to love it. One thing I love about high school sports is how everybody is involved in it. You know, you got the AD out here tweeting the games. You know, college ball, you don't see the AD tweeting a basketball game, man. That's one thing I love about high school sports. It's the community. You know, at halftime, me and Joe, we were talking about football. We were talking about some of those South Georgia teams, you know, where everybody in the town watches the game. If it's a road game, it's one of those communities where the last person out of town turns off the lights. That's what I love about high school sports.
Nice feed to the post there by Ugbo. It's no good. Rebound ripped down by Vassell. And just to follow up on your college AD tweet note, you just not following the right college ADs.
Okay. I got you.
Collins, got to put it on the floor before you take off, Christian Collins. 27-26, coming up on almost 2 minutes gone by. 6:13 remaining in this third quarter. Neither team yet to score here in the third quarter.
Now, you do have some college ADs, and, nice move to the hole. Cammy. You know, you have some college ADs and some college coaches that really get into it, to get into the whole spirit. Like one of my favorite college coaches all the time was Bruce Pearl when he was at Tennessee. You know, he took his shirt off, painted his chest, and was jumping up and down in the women's basketball game. You know, you gotta love that, man.
Vassell drive is no good off the tail of the rim, and there is Devon Tatum there with it, and Tatum going to bring it up and gives it over now to Trayvon Flowers. Flowers worked on by Payton, now swings it over to Joseph. Joseph worked on by Chester, going to drive down the lane, put it off the window, good. Joseph has made a couple tough shots, and Coach Keith Arrington unpleased right now with the effort. 5:27 to go, third quarter, he calls a 30-second timeout. And Sly also keeping it the theme we have. It's so much fun that we have when we're talking off air. But you did ask the coaching staff, your curiosity was killing you about Joshua Butler, number 33 for Tucker. Asked him, did he play football? What was the response?
He said the young man didn't play football.
Exactly.
He said the young man wasn't a football player.
Now, I didn't know that, but I made a comment about maybe he couldn't hit out there on the football field.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah, he is. He got the body for it. And I can't wait to see him develop. As a senior, he'll get some burn in some situations, which we saw in that first half. Now, there's a local radio station. Rick Kamala is the host. And it's called Read Between the Lines. I'm going to leave that right there.
Where you would go.
Kick it to the top. Vassell, a three. It's off. No good. Hey, listen, I put out there, talking about Twitter, I put the hashtag out there, have fun with it. And if you don't have fun with it, I don't know. But Chester driving, he had fun with that drive, but it fell off no good. Oakville got it with it. Got to have fun with it. But, yeah, that one, I didn't know the response of the coach when I asked you that. I was trying to, that's when the information dropped there.
He said he's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player. And obviously we knew that because, as I mentioned, Tucker in the playoffs. Man, it is so much to do on a Friday night coming up this Friday across the state of Georgia. There's a jumper. Ugbo, no good. Rebound is going to come off. And here is Fred Payton. They call it Black Friday, boy. There's going to be a lot of black going on Friday for real. From Holy Innocents High School. Oh, nice cut. Vassell layup. Good.
That was beautiful. They cleared out the lane. Payton was trying to clear out the lane to call for the ball, and Vassell cut to the hole and was wide open.
There's a drive and a steal. Vassell shot the passing lane, came in and was able to get the recovery. 4:10 to go. Now he's going to put the brakes on all the way to Ugbo. Couldn't get over the front of the rim. No. Rebound is going to come down to Peyton.
You got to throw that one up to the young sophomore.
Molu holds it. Right-hand dribble. Belt high. Now kicks it over to Peyton. Peyton put it on the floor between the legs and swings it over to Molu. Molu looking for a screen. Got it from Vassell, who actually looked like he was trying to get out the way versus give him a screen. Peyton catch, fake, drive, jump, foul line, short, back tap. Peyton gets it over to Izu. Izu now going to drive, kick it, tip, out of bounds. It'll stay with Peachtree Ridge with 3:34 to go. Checking into the contest now will be Hiram Baxter. Maxie, a starter, but has been quiet, and Tucker has called a timeout. And let's see, will it be a full or a 30? It will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv.
The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker. Unleash your game. Automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
I love it when we can keep it real with you on SUVtv. You're not supposed to come back from the break laughing. Devin Vassell with the hoop, but I'm gonna just continue to echo what Sylvester was saying earlier. Coach Hardy has been the most entertaining coach here at the Jared Cook Tip-Off. I'm about to bust at the seam, and not what he said in the timeout, but what he said coming out of the timeout. There's a jump by Kamen, badly missed, no good. Vassell gets the rebound, and now here comes Peachtree Ridge. Bounces it over to Chester. Chester to Molo. Molo, long three, back iron, no. Izu went high, used the body, put it back up, no. Oh, Vassell with the long on. Another offensive rebound, turn in, good. Devin Vassell. He has now 8 points in the contest, 6 of them here in this third quarter. And Peachtree Ridge pushes it out to 33-30. Cameron now looking for the cross and gives it over to Tatum. Tatum holding between the rings. Now here comes the set. Coach Hardy calling out 50. Drove and 50 went in there and dunked that thing home with Nathaniel Ugbo, and he has 7.
I like the future. I like the upside for this kid.
Yeah, young sophomore.
Only in the 10th grade, man. Once he feels out in that body, we got to get him a job at McDonald's in the summer. Let him eat a little bit. Ooh.
Molo, a 3 is good. Shaz Molo, his first three-pointer of the game and second field goal, stretches it out to 4 with 1:50 to go, third quarter. Here's Colin Joseph. Joseph's going to drive, worked on by Chester. Got below the free throw line, bounced it in there to Ogbo, put it on the floor, got smacked on the wrist and no call. He finished it anyway. It's good. You could hear the smack from here. Coach Hardy turned right to the ref and smacked his wrist together. Should have been an and 1.
But I like the way he works around the rim,
Yeah, very nice.
Young man developing into himself, who knows, he might grow another 2 or 3 inches.
As a sophomore, I would have to assume so. Molo, good job. He saw Kamen cutting there and did not make the pass. He's out between the rings. No one is moving, though. Chester. Molo caught it in the corner, pump fake, goes back up top. There's Maxey, a 3. No. Rebound, back tap. Izu hustles it down. Now swings it across. Vassell, a 3. No. Rebound now comes down to Joseph. Colin Joseph now gonna bring it up for the Tucker. 47 seconds. Now he goes behind the back. Picked up by Chester, who has a count on him, over to Tatum. There's a drive. Tatum took the contact. Shot is up, no good. Put it back up and in, good. Stuck with it now, Javon Tatum, his second field goal.
You know, this has been a pretty clean quarter, man. There's been no fouls called. I was wondering, I'm looking up at the clock, 20 seconds to go. It's kind of quick.
Yeah, and we had that timeout thrown in there. We had 2 timeouts called in this quarter. But it has been no fouls called. There's a shot up, and just as we speak of it, there it is. Foul call on Trayvon Flowers, his first, team's first.
Foul starts number 1, Flowers, his second.
And you know, his second. And you know the one thing that you note about that is an excellent point. No fouls with 10.6 to go in the third in a tight game. It's going to take you a little while to get to the bonus in that fourth quarter.
Yes.
Free throw, good by Maxey. His first free throw and his first point to the game. 37-36, Chester goes out. Devon Higgs checks in. He came in and had a good start in that first quarter off the bench with 6 points. Maxey free throw is good, so he makes a pair. And they have a 2-point lead. Tucker quickly up with 6 seconds, a 3 ball. It is no good. Ogbo with the rebound, flipped it up and in good.
I like that kid, man. I do. I really do.
38-38 at the end of the third quarter, a tie ball game. You're watching the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on the SUVtv.com.
It always comes a breaking point in everything that you do. But here's what the great ones do when the breaking point comes. Everybody loves the game. When it's tight, when everything's going well, you hit shots, but it gets to a certain point, which the breaking point, meaning at a certain point, somebody is going to retreat and not want it so much, and somebody is going to say, this is why I play the game about.
Welcome back to North Gwinnett High School. Peachtree Ridge and Tucker tied at 38. Peyton gets the steal as Tucker had the turnover. There's a corner 3. It is no good by Maxey. And before I go any further, I want to apologize to Izu. It's Izzy Onyekachi. I had to go and get the correct pronunciation of that. I thought I had it at the beginning of the game. My apologies to the Onyekachi. Shot is no. You have it right.
You have it right.
There's Maxey.
Who knows?
Between the rings. Vassell goes to Collins. Collins, a 3. Front iron, no. Rebound comes down to Mulu. Mulu now to Maxey. Maxey to Collins. Collins going to flip it up. No, he was fouled. And they're going to say he was fouled on the shot. Nathaniel Ugbo with the foul. You were talking about Ugbo, his first and the team's second. He has 11 points in the contest for Tucker. He is the high man for the Tucker Tigers.
You know, it never fails, man. I've been doing this for well over a decade. You know, whether it's radio, internet, television, you mispronounce someone's someone's child's name, you will get a phone call.
You know, that's one thing. I'm glad you brought that up. When you're doing football, and I know you have seen this yourself, Sylvester, everybody thinks the uniforms are great, except for the announcement.
Exactly.
Okay. And then, oh, you don't think the uniforms are great? No, we can't see the numbers. The numbers are too small. They're squinched up. Nah, these nice. Go back and watch the film, and you're calling him Tim Johnson, and it's really Tony Moore. The Moore family lets you know. And then they say, what you can't see? We told you we couldn't have put back. Hey, he's hooping, man. You really done talked up Nathaniel Ugbo on the putback right there. It's a tie ball game at 40.
7 rebounds for the young kid.
And 13 points. So a pretty nice night for the sophomore. There's a jump. Nice. Maxey falling off good.
Oh, steal by Molo.
Mo. It's 1-0. Nice pass, then he lost it out of bounds. That one was one I kind of had figured out. Shaz Molo. Molu. See, now you got me saying it. Tongue twist. And trust me, it happened. I don't care what you say. I don't like the name drop, but I guarantee you Jim Nance messes him up. There's a long three. No good by Cammons. Patton on the board. And then when you get into the professional ranks, you know, you're so used to seeing the same players all the time.
Exactly.
That's like how we was talking on our last broadcast, you were struggling with Arvidas. And for me, being an NBA guy, following the NBA, working for the NBA full-time, Arvidas Sabonis.
There you go.
That's just like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I still do not know how to pronounce the Greek freak's name.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Greek freak.
Antetokounmpo.
The Greek freak.
My son calls him Beatbox because it's Antetokounmpo, so the Beatbox. It works for him. We know who you're talking about.
Whatever works for him.
His brother's pretty good, too. Should be getting called up from the Knicks this year. Molu, excuse me, with a nice drive and a left-hand layup. The more you say it, the more you'll be able to do it. Antetokounmpo. Giannis. And that's what was so funny. A lot of the color announcers in the NBA said they were going to stick to Giannis. They wasn't going to go with Antetokounmpo. I like saying it now. It's fun.
But you know what? When you become a great player like himself, he's turning into something special.
Oh, yeah. Everybody going to know your name. And they're going to know how to spell it, too.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I used to know how to spell it. It's one of them things, if you don't spell it for a while, you will forget. There's a drive up off the window, no good. Vassell gets the rebound. He's got Maxey up ahead, feeds him on the break. Maxey all the way, layup good. In transition, Hiram Maxey.
Right now, Peachtree Ridge is trying to pull away with this thing.
Yeah, open it up. It's a 6-point ball game, and now here is Shakir. Peachtree Ridge, I incorrectly said they were 0-1 on the season. They are 1-1, opened the season with a victory over Archer. Nathaniel Watson off the bench and into the scorebook, a 3-ball.
Nathaniel Watson's not afraid to shoot that shot. He has that little push jumper, that push three-pointer. He's put up a couple of them in the first half. Hadn't connected. Did he connect on the three in the first half? I think he did.
He did not. He had two jumpers and a free throw for 5, and that 3 made it 8.
That's right. He shot that jumper that was like 1 foot on the line. He shot the long jump. Hey, you know, my coach used to say that's the worst shot in all of basketball.
It is. Foot on the line. It surely is. Speaking of, Shaz got back in the book. That's Shaz Molu. He has 4 in this quarter. He's put together a pretty solid game. He's got 9 altogether. Driving, taken away. Molo comes away with it. And Mulu lost it out of bounds, and it will still stay with Peachtree Ridge. Chester will check in now. Tamir Chester. And Molu will take a seat. So it'll be Peyton, Chester, Maxey, Vassell, and Collins, the 5 on the floor for the Peachtree Ridge Lions. For the Tucker Tigers, it's Kamen, Flower, Shakir, Tatum, and Watson. Here's Peyton. Peyton between the ring, now swings it over to Chester. Chester going to put it on the floor, now gives it to Collins. Collins going to drive, left block, stop, up. Counted and a foul. Christian Collins, he's been quiet, but now has a 9-1 opportunity.
Giving the hoop a little bit of harm.
Foul called on Tatum, Javon Tatum, excuse me, Sly, his first, and the team's 4th.
Collins, an uber athletic kid out there, man. He started off the game with a pin on the backboard. He's a high flyer, high riser, gets up there.
And completes the 3-point play.
He's been living right. He went to Wednesday night Bible study last week.
Here's my thing. They've opened this lead up quietly and quickly to 8 points as we come up on the 4-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Glad that you're with us on the SUVtv.com.
Fancy.
Tatum on the drive. A beautiful move, Javon Tatum. Needed that hoop, though, kind of stemmed that tide for the Tigers. 51-45. Here's Peyton. Peyton between the legs. And passing lane shot by Collins Joseph. He tried to save it. No, foot was on the line.
You know, one thing about Tucker's quick, man. You know, how many times they jumped out in the passing lanes tonight? You know, that's that aggressive defense. But you got a team that plays like that. The back door is always open.
I think Coach Hardy would disagree with you on that one because Collins could have denied that and probably got in there again. There's a pass over to Chester. Chester going to go over on the baseline. They kick it back. And there's Peyton. Peyton put it on the floor. Now to Collins. Collins down the lane. Right-hand layup. No. Tip. Rebound comes down to Watson. Watson going to get it up ahead to Kamens. Good job. Kamens tipping the pass to himself and keeping it alive. Joshua Kamens.
Nice ball control there, Kamens.
Kamens, man, that was nice. That was very nice. That's one of them old school backyard plays. I see that you're there. I'm going to tip it away. Now, don't call him. I like it. I'm just listening. I love being courtside. It's wonderful. Inbound Vassell to Maxey and back to Vassell.
One of the differences in football and basketball. You know, football, we're up there in that nice press box. Every now and then you get to hear the assistant coaches go crazy in the booth.
Yes, that is true. Layup good by Christian Collins.
Strong.
He's turned it on, and now Keith Arrington wanted to call it a timeout after the make. It's 53-47. It will be a full timeout. You're watching the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on the SUVtv.com. Back out of the timeout. Now Tucker going to have to make a push, although that timeout was called by Peachtree Ridge after the made hoop, 53-47. Game number 3 of 4, and it'll be the host North Gwinnett Bulldogs coming up next, taking on the Etowah Eagles. There's a drive and a float by Tatum. Back iron, no. Rebound comes down to Izu Anakachi. Anakachi has played well. Here's Maxey now. And now Peachtree Ridge can begin to try and work on this clock and work on this game a little bit. There's a pass into Chester. Chester gave it out to Collins. Collins got hit. No call. Kamens came away with it. And now here it is to Collins Joseph. Joseph over to Watson. Watson on the bounce pass on the baseline to Flowers. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot free throws. Now, see, here's the instance right here where this is a shooting foul. There's 2:02 left. You brought up the foul. That is only Peachtree Ridge's second team foul. So now Tucker can't even use that to get to the free throw line. They're going to have to drive and get him to rack up the fouls.
And, you know, that's one of the benefits of playing good defense. Instead of getting out there swatting your hands and flinging around like a wild man, if you play good, strong defense, it helps you out when it comes down to the fourth quarter. Your foul situation.
That foul was on Max. Excuse me. Go ahead.
And then if Tucker can't hit the free throws, that's a great thing.
Exactly. Missed the first one. 6-point ball game. Fred Payton will check in. Maxey will go out. So it'll be Chester, Payton, Vassell, Anakachi, and Collins, the 5 on the floor for Peachtree Ridge. Missed them both. Tipped and fought for it. Flowers going to try to hustle it down and did. Hey, if you're going to miss your free throws, I'll win it with the hustle. Kamens, Collins Joseph, Flowers, and Watson, the 5 on the floor along with Tatum for the Tucker Tigers. Down 6 under 2 minutes to go, 155.
That's right. You're going to brick those free throws. You better get back out here and hustle.
Watson popped to the top. A little bit of confusion offensively for the Tigers. Drive. Tatum, a jumper good.
Off-balance jumper at the corner at the elbow.
Tatum with 4 in this quarter. And it's a 4-point game. We're going to have to play a little defense now if you're the Tucker Tigers. Here's Payton between the rings over to Vassell. Vassell holding out on the left wing. Pops it to Anakachi, now over to Peyton. Fred going to hold it, put it on the floor, now get it back to the corner to Chester. Chester looking to feed Anakachi, who does have the mismatch advantage. Collins picked his dribble up on the elbow, now over to Vassell. Vassell goes around what was a screen from Collins. He's going to drive long arms down the lane. Good. Beautiful move, Devin Vassell. You kind of like how Peachtree Ridge could come together and be a factor. Vassell with 8.5, 10 in the game. Here's Joseph, going to go behind the back, working on Chester, try to float it up. No, he was fouled, and let's see, will it be on Anakachi? It will be.
You know, you got to appreciate that last possession by Peachtree Ridge. They ran their offense, they milked about 30 seconds off the clock, and they managed to score. You don't get much better than that when it's a close game.
Exactly, but Tucker now attacking, getting the opportunity to try and put points on the board with the clock stopped, 55-49. 57 and 4/10 seconds, free throw switched home, good. From Collins Joseph. And while I'm talking about it, Sylvester, you know, Tucker is a beautiful, beautiful town, a beautiful high school. But my favorite part about Tucker, and they support the Tucker Tigers, if you ever get a chance to go to Tucker, go to Matthews Cafeteria.
Matthews Cafeteria.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, you're going to go home. When you walk in the restaurant, you're going to go home. You'll be at home.
Okay.
It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful restaurant, outstanding food. And if you're there in the afternoon when Tucker High School lets out, all the kids come by, just very respected there, right there in Tucker. Shot is up, no good. He only got one of the free throws. Peyton now going to give it over to Chester with 36 seconds. Go behind the back is Chester several times, and then a foul on Joseph.
Nice fancy dribbling and ball control over there by Chester, and this is the bad thing. When you play good defense and now you have to foul, you don't have enough. It takes too long to get them in the penalty.
Gives it back out to Chester, and they're going to give another one. They got to give another one, though. And then you have to start watching your count. Your personal foul. They got to give one more for the 1-and-1. 5-point game with 30.3 seconds. Inbound to Collins, and they're going to foul, and now Kamens goes and fouls, and that's his fourth.
That's the last person you want to foul. And Coach Hart is getting, why did you foul? You know, you got to be sometimes you got to be a little selfish. You know, you got to be aware of your situation.
Time score situation. Collins, free throw. In and out, no, but they can't get the rebound, and Collins puts it back up. It fell off. Rebound bounced out, and they still cannot get the rebound. Tucker getting beat to all of the loose balls and cannot get the rebound, and now Peachtree Ridge will go back to the free throw line. Had a premium opportunity right there to get a rebound, come down and make it a one-possession game, unable to do it. Cannot finish the defense.
You know, you got what you wanted. You got your free throw shooter to miss the free throw, and the free throw shooter gets the rebound. Out of all the
free throw, front iron, no.
Now
Watson gets the rebound. Now they got to hurry with 1 second, or with coming up with 15 seconds. Flowers wanted to pull a three, so Tatum does out of the corner. Good! And a timeout quickly called. Hey.
Tatum knocks down the three in the corner.
Take a look at our assistant basketball coach instant replay. 11 seconds, and you've got options, and you still can foul and put them in a 1-and-1. You're only down 2 right now.
You go after that steal on the inbounds. If you don't get the steal on the inbounds, foul. But the thing is, you try to force the ball into your worst free throw shooter, into their worst free throw shooter's hand. But here's the thing about this game. There hadn't been that many free throws this game, so you don't know who's the bad free throw shooter. I put the guy who was just on there, who just missed the free throws. Put who was up there? Who was there? Put Collins back on the line. See what happened. You know, this is when I know these guys are young, 16, 17 years old, 15 years old. Hey, but now you got to step up and be a man.
Yeah, this is when you do play on that excellent point right there. Remember, coming up next, it'll be the nightcap. The host, North Gwinnett Bulldogs, taking on the Etowah Eagles.
No time to be nice and be friends. You want to be nice, join church league ball.
Some of that ain't even nice. All right, here they come out of the inbound. Inbound to Tatum, and the foul quickly given in the backcourt. Foul by Tatum.
Now Now Maxey,
Foul charge to number 21.
not quite sure what we've had out of Maxey tonight.
Well, this is a big free throw and a big foul right here. This is the last 1-and-1. Hiram Maxey tonight, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Coach Hardy calls timeout. He wants the timeout to discuss it. They are in the game, 9 and 6/10 seconds. We'll keep it right here on the SUVtv.com.
I like that timeout. I like that timeout. Go and let Maxey think about it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let him think about that free throw. You know, icing the kicker. That's what they call it on the football field.
Yeah, icing the free throw shooter, because that's the point I was getting ready to make. That was a 19 foul. This is the last 1-and-1 opportunity. So it's vital that he makes the first free throw. If he doesn't, it's vital for Tucker to get the rebound and then advance the ball as quickly as possible. Trailing by 2, 55-53, 9 and 6/10 seconds remaining.
We've had some really good games this whole tip-off classic. You know, not too many blowouts. I think Green Forest probably won by the most earlier. But other than that, we've had some great games, man.
Yeah, we have had some pretty good ball games, and I guess maybe the highlight of it was Andrew Mims yesterday.
Yes.
For Lambert. All right, important free throws now. Here comes Hiram Maxey, front end of the 1-and-1 good.
Big shot from Maxey.
Tucker must get the rebound, trailing by 3 if he misses. Maxey goes through his free throw routine, bends those knees, puts it up. He missed it. Rebound tip, and now Watson has it. Watson going to give it to Tatum, and he lost it out of bounds, a turnover.
Oh, my goodness.
6 and 14 seconds.
But you know what?
Got what you wanted.
That's great defense by Peachtree Ridge. That's a great job by Peachtree Ridge of still keeping their head in there.
Vassell gets the inbound to Maxey.
And they get it back to Maxey.
Yeah, let him shoot it again. Wow, you got what you wanted and you had time. And then Watson and Tatum both lost it out of bounds. Now Coach Arrington will call time. A full timeout with 5 and 3/10 seconds taken by Peachtree Ridge. So Tucker trying to avoid an 0-2 start. Both losses would come here to begin their season in the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, losing yesterday to Shiloh, and then would be in danger of losing here today. Peachtree Ridge, meanwhile, will be looking to go 2 up, 1 down. Defeated Archer in their opener, and then lost to Sandy Creek in the opener here. And Devin Vassell, as I mentioned, averaging 18.5 points through 2 games, and he's had himself a pretty good outing today. Let me take a look at Vassell quickly. He's got 10 points. Peachtree Ridge has spreaded the wealth, though. 8 players have scored for the Peachtree Ridge Lions.
Nice balanced game from Peachtree.
You know what? I just noticed that Nathaniel Agbu was not in the game. He could have made a rebounding difference down there.
Yes. Did he foul out?
No, he's not fouled out.
Okay. I'm in the announcer's booth.
Free throw, Maxey, he rolled in good, and that might do it. 4-point game, 5 and 3/10 seconds. And Maxey will get 1 more, so he stepped up big and made some big free throws here down the stretch, and the one he missed, Peachtree Ridge was able to get it back. He went 3 of 4 down the stretch, and he's going to go 5 of 6 on the day. Then there's a long 3 by Tatum, good, and at the horn.
Tatum knocks down the long one at the horn.
He tried to keep him in it. Peachtree Ridge comes out a victor. It's 58-56. That's the final right here on SUVtv. All right, now the nightcap. It is Etowah and North Gwinnett to close out the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Coming up next right here on the SUVtv.com.